Drops on everybody. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna end off the show for you guys tonight. I'm not gonna be up here for 26 minutes like last time. Jesus Christ. Sit your fat ass down. Anyway. Tonight was really good. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed tonight. Give it up for all the singers that we had tonight. Joe Howe, Tyler, you were good. I've never seen you before. The comics were good. It's mostly black comics, but that's cool. I'm fine with that. And the poets, where the hell did you guys come from? You oh, it's not a literal question. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna end off tonight, if you guys don't mind. Yeah, you mind. Alright, so on the way over here, because I do Wise Guys before I come over here, and Wise Guys is a club, you know, I'm trying to jump into the circuit. And my friend Screech Monroe, the fellow comic here, he does Wise Guys too. And it's the same set, it's the same... and it's really funny, and to be honest, I do make fun of Screech a lot, but he's my friend. He's our friend, and I do like him. And I gave him a ride up here because we were both going up there, and he tells me this story. And I was like, Screech, why are you so... And he's in my car, and he looks over at me. When I was 5, my mom hit me in the head with a 2x4.
True story, too. Not real. No, never mind. Just go ahead.
You just killed my bit before it began.
Sorry, I ruined your bit.
Yeah, it's okay. I forgot my set. Anyway, did you guys ever notice that when you have to take a really big shit, that's when people really try to tell you the most boring, uninteresting things? Anybody ever notice this? Yeah, because I was at work, and I'm really poor, so I get Snickers for lunch, because apparently they satisfy. And so I get 2 of them. And I used to have the stomach of I could just eat anything and I would never get like a reaction to it. Like I might get sick and get like a stomach ache, but that's from like a bug. But never from like eating too many tacos or anything. Until like pretty recently, that's another story. But I ate a couple Snickers and I was at work, I was like, oh man, now I'm so full, I feel great. And then you get that moment where you feel everything just start to go shitty, if you know what I mean. And you're just like, okay. How much time do I have left? Hour and 45 minutes. Fuck! Got a half-hour drive home, too. So I'm sitting there and I'm like trying to, take up my time. And this is where the whole boring story thing comes in. Because my friend, my coworker Rob, he comes up, he's like, hey Corey, how's it going? Pretty good, Rob. Holding in? You doing good? Yeah, I played Minecraft yesterday. You ever play Minecraft? No? Never heard of it. I'm gonna go over there. Well, it's this cool game where you can take rocks and you can make things out of, and you can make like a bridge and you can put it in the shape of an arrow and you can make like a bow and arrow. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm just gonna load this pallet up. But other people just come over and tell you the most useless shit. They'll be like, your best friend will be like, Corey, my dog just died. I'm sorry. That's too bad. My girlfriend will be like, Corey, I love you so much. I can't hold it anymore. I'm sorry. It gets so bad that my asshole feels like the Spartans from 300. And they're holding back all these things. Hold! We can't! I'm going to tell you this story. My 4th show I ever did here, it was back in December. That was the night where my digestive system turned into an adult's digestive system, so I could eat things and suffer the consequences from them. So, this is going to be bad. So, I go home, I was all psyched up because I just got out of school, I was all psyched up for fun. And I was like, yeah, and I'm a little bit hungry. I was like, Mom, what's for dinner? She's like, tacos. I'm like, bitch, give me 5. I didn't call my mom a bitch, but I was like, may I please have 5? And so I was like, 2 soft shells, 3 hard shells, set. I would do cheese, like just regular taco. So I'm upstairs, I'm like, put on my white shirt. I'm like holding on to my dresser. And my parents, like I think my dad was in the shower. And like I'm waddling downstairs, I'm like, Dad, how long are you gonna be? And he gives me that long, drawn-out answer. He's like, I just stepped in. I just turned on the water. I have to find the right radio station. I usually listen to talk radio, but I'm thinking about classic rock. I'll be about 18 minutes. I'm like, fuck! So I run upstairs and, dude, I could just not hold it anymore. Like, it was just damage control. So, first instinct, I was like, okay, dude, I'm not gonna make it. I'm really not. So I put, like, towels down, like I'm a newborn puppy or something. And then my dad gets out of the shower. Long story short, I made it. So thank you, everybody, for sharing that story. Thank you, I made it. It's not really how it ended, but I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, I don't know. I people watch a lot. That's how I get my material. I think it's basically. Do you people watch Screech? Is that how you get material?
No, just tell sexual jokes.
Yeah, but I people watch, and there's too many people in the United States. There's around 310 million people in the United States, and that's too fucking many. Because like 300 of them are just the dumbest fucking people. They're the people like looking up at buildings when the light turns green, and you're just screaming at your windshield for no reason. But I was at the mall and I just saw all those dumb grazers like going on the food court, like, oh, Sbarro's, is that how you say it? Sbarro's. I want some pizza, and I'm just like, this is good shit. But I just wish that there were these giant fucking birds that were still existing, and they would just swoop down and just eat the dumbest fucking people in the world. Because there would be so few people left that were just idiots. It would be a lot more, I'm going to go to college and get an education type people left, as opposed to the, don't worry baby, I'll pull out, I'm good at it. A lot less of those. Thank you, Trojan Condoms. But, yeah, it's weird. I have weird dreams. Do you guys just, like, you have the cool dreams where you're, like, flying and shit, and then you have the dreams where you're dying for some reason, but I always have the dreams where you wake up and you're just like, what? Did I just watch Inception again? What was this shit? But I had a very strange dream. It made no sense. Alright, so do you guys remember Nigel Thornberry from the Wild Thornberrys? Yeah. He's sitting down at a table in my kitchen for some reason, and he doesn't even look like a person. He's clearly a cartoon. And I'm like, okay, this is completely normal. This is my dream. So I go up, and he goes, nah, let's arm wrestle. I'm like, okay. So I turn my hat backwards, because that's when shit really picks up. I put my hand out, and the music, just this random music just starts playing, for no fucking reason. And you know, like, guys know when you're arm wrestling, that's like the ultimate show of strength. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking beat that guy. You feel like your tendons like snapping like it's a cable or something. But the music did not match the event, because it was Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. So he's like, let's arm wrestle. I see trees of green, red roses too. You have those weird thoughts, you know, like, I'm starting to think of brains as more like computers, you know what I mean? Like, just how weird. Do you guys get to that threshold when you're about to fall asleep, and you think really weird shit before you fall asleep? And then, it's like, usually it's like a minute, and you don't even remember the thoughts. But sometimes you get caught in like that purgatory thought, you know what I mean? And I was sleeping over at my girlfriend's house, and I entered that state, and I just stayed there, and I was like, I was still like awake for like 2 seconds to get this last thought out. And I was like, I know I'm about to fall asleep usually when I start to have weird thoughts. What would it be like if they started growing trees in Yankee Stadium? What would it be like if rivers were really green? My uncle was a very tall man now to think about it. I'm just like, what? And it would just be funny to think of like computers doing that. Because basically we're just malfunctioning before we get shut down. Just all this random shit. So like imagine you turn your computer down, and it just pops up Google, and it starts playing like Alanis Morissette for some reason. Because you have it on iTunes, but you don't tell your sister because you're fucking embarrassed. Too personal? Okay guys, that's my time. Well,